Hello, my name is Donald Tutera. I'm the co-editor of Dance Consortium's Worldwide Dance UK website, and I'm here today with Gerald Tibbs, who's the artistic director of NDT2. Gerald, you were there at the beginning of NDT2 when it was a baby. What kind of a 25-year-old child is NDT2?
Well, let's see. This child grew from being more like a program with just 6 dancers and no performances, to a full standard repertoire company with 16 dancers traveling all over the world, doing about 85 performances a year.
When you're in Britain, you've got 5 different venues in 2 weeks. Is that a particularly intense tour, or is that not so intense?
That is the max of an intensity that we like. It is intense. 2 weeks, but the nice thing about the UK is that we have 2 performances in each city. It's not like one-night stands, which can be very tiring over 2 weeks. 5 venues is very comfortable more comfortable for the dancers and the technicians. And it's a nice standard that is set here in the UK.
What do you think the reason is that NDT2 is so popular?
I think. Well, the structure is very different, of course. It's geared around young people, very talented dancers with potential to grow into really intense artists. And they're at that stage where they're kind of fearless, you know. They're fearless, you know. And our kind of logo is young and dynamic, and that's exactly what they are. And I think a lot of people see the difference with young dancers not being afraid, not being caught in different kinds of hang-ups about, you know, their life, or they're just young. They're ready to eat. They're ready to drink. They're ready to just take in all the vitamins they can to grow into.
It's artistic hunger.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you direct and channel all this energy that's in these young, dynamic dancers?
Well, I spend a lot of time with them. You have to keep switching hats, you know. You can't just be a director, you know. You have to be a friend. You have to be a father. You have to be a psychiatrist. You have to be, you have to be a lot of different kinds of people to get to know them and get to help them. And I always find pleasure in that. I love working with young people. I feel not on the outside, but on the inside, it keeps me young. And the best reward, of course, is seeing a bud go into a flower, which happens in 1.5, 2 years. It's a wonderful reward. Then there's the part where I know every year I have to let go of at least 5. You know, they're only there 2 or 3 years, and it constantly changes. I've gotten a little bit more used to that, letting go, because I think I've been doing it. This is my 14th season. But the reward is watching them grow and develop. And the hard part is saying goodbye. The strategy is, with NDT2, we try to look and invest in young choreographers, maybe not so well established, and at the same time keep the thread that goes through all 3 companies with our house choreographers, of course, Yuri Killian, Hans van Manen, Paul Lightfoot, Johan Inger. We keep that thread through all 3 companies, and it's fantastic for young dancers at that age to have the experience of creating with Hans van Manen or Yuri Killian. I mean, dancers of 18 years old really don't get that opportunity to work with, let's say, the masters.
I think they must know what a privilege it is.
Yeah, I think they're excited when they come, and it's amazing how, like, in 2 weeks, one season I had 8 new dancers, which is, you know, half the company. And in 2 weeks they were molded as they knew each other, they enjoyed being around each other, they were all friends, they helped each other, and it was fantastic to see that happen in such a short time. You know, before the season started, you know, I had 8 new dancers, half the company, and then 2 weeks later I had, oh, this is the company, it's there, it's formed, now let's go to work.
It's magic.
Yeah.
Do you know yet what we might be seeing in the UK when NDT2 tours the country?
We are
possibilities?
We are to make the final program. We're waiting until after our premiere in February. Hopefully, we have 2 world premieres, and we're hoping to bring at least one of the the latest pieces. But I do plan to bring works from Killian and from Paul Lightfoot and Sol Leon, maybe Johan Inger. We just have to wait until this next premiere to really set it and juggle it, because it's difficult, because it's a technical thing too, like which ballets we can bring and put together, make a good program that fits into the truck. That's a complication of touring. But,
the practical
the practical
considerations.
In the size of the theaters and what fits where.
What do you think makes a well-balanced program, not just from practical considerations, but artistically?
I think, well, you're not going to please everyone all the time. So the idea, for me, I think, is to try to give them a variety, try to make something light, try to give them something that's maybe a little abstract, that makes them think, something that can be interpreted by each individually differently, that doesn't just say, oh, this is about that, but something a little bit abstract, hopefully something new, something that's happened today, with contemporary dance, that you have to kind of mix it up like a salad and put in the right ingredients. But the practical side makes it difficult, but it's possible.
Okay. Well, thank you for being here today.
You're welcome.
And I look forward to seeing the company.
Okay, thank you very much.